What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Walking Dead Road to Survival. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about personas, traits, levels, rarity, as well as the adrenaline rush. Now, if you're new to this game, I'm sure you're totally confused as to what's going on, especially if you've never played this type of game before. So I'm not claiming to be an expert by any means. I'm not saying I know all the answers. I'm just going to share with you what I do know, as well as propose a bunch of questions to you that to those that know the answers. So here's my setup. I'm currently Town Hall 9, and I think I've been leveling my players incorrectly all this time, and I kind of just want to run some stuff by you guys. Okay, so here's my two training camps. There's one here and one here. My training camp down here, I'm currently upgrading or researching this one here. And here's my other training camp. And so these are all the different types of, I guess, characters that you can train up. And as you progress or whatever, as you research, you can get to these higher level ones or whatever. So they give you all kinds of different characters, everything from uncommon characters to common characters to characters that do stuff with adrenaline rushes. So it's all very confusing. So that's kind of just the two camps. If you're just starting out in the game, you all these will be locked up top here. So I can just kind of leave it on here and you can see what you'll be able to get to eventually. And let me show you my roster. So I mentioned it before, but so I just kind of wanted to go over a bunch of the different points or different traits that make up characters. So each character has a bunch of different pieces and parts to them. So one is known as the persona. And the persona is this little circle right down here on their cards, on their player cards. And there's I want to say, what is it, 6 different personas. You have leader, citizen, peacekeeper, rebel, hunter, and soldier. And let's see here. Okay, so you can see here, Cletus, his persona is a rebel. That's the little anarchy symbol. Darren, his persona is peacekeeper. Carter, he's a hunter. And Amy, she's a citizen. This Amy also has a leader skill, but we'll talk about that in a second. And then Garrett, he's a soldier. And so those are like basically the main personas, or whatever you want to call them. So then, in addition to personas, you also have traits. So the traits are what we commonly use when we're assembling our teams, or even some of the missions dictate or mandate that we only have certain traits. So the traits are these little color codes up here. So you have 4 different traits. One's alert, one's strong, one's tough, and then one's fast. And so like if we click into here, you can see just so here's the trait. And this guy does not have a leader skill. So that's traits. And then levels, which levels are obvious, so that's just right here. I've talked about levels in my other video that basically was talking about how player versus player defense teams, how to set those up to troll people. So you add a low-level person to your as your leader, so that way when you're cycling through players, you might see that, or people that don't understand how this all works will see that and try to attack and lose. Okay, so levels, you can see I have Margaret over here. She's level 15. I want to say my highest level is my leader, Amy. So she's level 33. Now, I had heard that you could go up 10 levels for every star you have. So typically, like if we look at Carter here, Carter is a 2-star and he's level 20. Same with Darren. But that's not true, because over here I have a Carter and he's level 21 and he's a 2-star. Just like Ray is level 24 and he's a 2-star. So I don't think that's necessarily true. And that's kind of where I'm a little foggy in terms of what, how exactly the levels work. Now, I also wanted to mention Rarity. So Rarity is your star level. So you can see Lucia over here. She's a 1-star. Glenn's 3 stars. Garrett's 2. Amy right now is my rarest character that I have. So she's a 4-star. And that's something that I'm going to be working on, figuring out how to do and how to upgrade without actually buying rare characters straight off. But so the star levels, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, but the star levels, you increase your star level by upgrading a character. So when you can see down here in the corner, you can either level up or upgrade, or you can drill into someone and then you can select level up or upgrade. So this guy, let's see if we can upgrade him. I'm going to click him, and I'm not going to do it yet, but you can see how everything's met. The upgrade button's lit up. I have all the materials needed, but now if I go to, let's say, a different character, let's say I want to do level 15 Margaret, and I hit upgrade, it's now telling me that I have to be a level 20 to upgrade her. Why? That's my biggest question. Why can't you upgrade? Why can you upgrade some and not others? So I want to say he's a rebel, she's a citizen. So let me see if I hit Amy and hit upgrade. Amy, I think I've already upgraded her before, but it's saying that I need to be level 40 to do her. Carter, it looks like I get the chance to upgrade Carter. And let me see here. So Garrett, he's a 2-star. Okay, so I'm not able to upgrade Garrett. Oh, let me see here. Max. Okay, my other question to you guys. See these little bars here? Why does he have 2 out of 3 lit? While other characters might only have 1 lit. So that I'm not quite sure, those little chevrons or whatever you want to call them there. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I've already mentioned it before, but the adrenaline rush, all my characters have level 1 adrenaline rush. So I haven't even really had any luck at all upgrading the adrenaline rushes. I know I've seen videos where there's some glitches or some super secrets to get some adrenaline rush upgrades. I've never gotten them to work personally, but I'll most likely make another video once I figure that out or whatever. But so let's upgrade some characters and just kind of see what happens. So look at this one though. So I don't know what the deal is with Lucia here, but maybe it's because she's a common character. Maybe that's what it is. But she's maxed out at level 20. I can't upgrade her. You see the buttons. And then if you look over here, she's maxed out. So I'm guessing like basically she's just a common character or something, and I need to use her to upgrade someone else. Let's do yeah, maybe that's what it is. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is try to go with let's upgrade some people and see what happens. Okay, so Cletus, he's level 20, 2-star. We're gonna Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. All right. So let's try to upgrade a couple characters and just to see what happens here. So we're gonna go with Cletus, and we're gonna hit upgrade. So I have all the requirements met. Let me see if this actually adds a star to his rarity or not. Let's hit this. Okay. Alright. I think he changed his shirt. I don't know. But he's still 2-star. And now he's back to level 1. Okay. So I'm wondering if those chevrons, if those fill up before you can actually move up a star. So maybe it's 10 levels per chevron per star. So he was 2 stars before, and he was a level 20. I just upgraded him, and it filled up the chevron here and put him back down to level 1. Okay, so let's try the same with Darren here. So let's watch this here. So the chevron here. So we're gonna upgrade. We have all the requirements met. Upgrade. Okay. Oh, I think you put on a different shirt too. That's nice. Okay, yeah. So there you go. So the XP drained down. He went back to levels 1, and now he has the chevron here. Okay. And now if I want to upgrade him again, I have to be level 30. Okay. Alright, so let's do all the 1 chevron people on my list here. So Carter. Upgrade him. Alright. So his XP was maxed out anyway, so it was time to do it. Let's do Amy. I can't do. I have to be level 40. Let's see here. Who else do we got left? Glenn? I need to be level 30 for some reason to do Glenn. Maybe because he's a 3-star. And now that I think about it, that probably makes sense. So Amy's a level 4, or I'm sorry, she's a 4-star, but when I want to upgrade her, I need to go up to level 40. And Glenn's a level 3-star, and I have to be level 30. So now that I think about it, I bet you a shiny nickel that to upgrade a 2-star to go to 3 stars, once they're ready, I would have to be level 30. So, okay, well, we're learning here live. Alright. Okay, so let's do Lucia here. So, she's kind of like the oddball that I don't quite understand. So she's maxed out at XP. She's level 20, but she's a 1-star. I can't upgrade her at all. And level up, it says right here that she's a max level. I can only enhance her adrenaline rush. So, why is that? I'm sure one of you guys know. But what makes her different than everyone else? Is it because she's a common character or something like that? So I need to basically remove her from my lineup and drop in someone better? Let's see. So she's yeah, okay. Yeah, so answer that question, please, because I'm assuming she's just like a common character or something. Alright, so we're learning something new every day here, and let me know if you have any comments or questions. I still have yet to figure out the best way to level up the adrenaline rush at all, but, you know, it is what it is, so I'm just trying to figure all this stuff out. But so that's kind of how some of this basic stuff works. So we went over personas, traits, levels, and rarity. And unfortunately, I didn't have any players ready to upgrade their rarity. But I was hoping I could do it with Lucia since she's level or a 1-star, but I can't do it. So, and I just wanted to show you, I'm only level 15. So I'm gonna probably need to get higher before I can start doing rarity upgrades and stuff. So what I'm gonna do next is probably eventually do a video showing how to train characters to feed my good characters, I guess you could call them. And but until next time, stay tuned, and I look forward to your comments. Any insight you have is well appreciated. So stay tuned for more. And don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'd like to hear or see some of your videos as well.